أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Welcome to Science for You. Today we'll be looking at the fi'lun, and as we know, our business is primarily to study three words. And what are these three words? Ismun, fi'lun, and harfun. Why? Because we believe all words in Arabic can be classified into these three groups, and we approach these studies using simple criteria of looking at the Dhamma, the Fatha, and the Kasra signs, possibly the Sukun and a combination of other few words. So here we are. We're interested in fi'lun as far as this 5-minute session is concerned. And what are fi'lun? They are actions, they are verbs, and then these actions are connected with time, whether it has happened in the past or will happen now, or I'm simply commanding you. These are the kind of actions that there are in Arabic, as much as there are actions too in English. And another interesting thing to note around fi'lun is the fact that it is interestingly connected with time. It's connected to time, unlike ismun. Your name, if it is Muhammad yesterday, it's Muhammad today, and it's still going to be Muhammad tomorrow, inshallah. But if it is an action that took place yesterday will be spelled differently from an action that is taking place now, or that will take place, or an action that is connected with someone instructing you or commanding you to do something. So how do we identify a verb? And then we don't have to know the meaning of verbs to be able to spot them or tell something around them in Arabic. There is a beautiful pattern around getting those answers. We did say that verbs are time-bound because they are connected with past, present, or future. So we are not interested in all kinds of verb at this level of our studies. We know that there are the past tense verbs, the present or the future tense verbs, and there are also those ones that suggest what? Command. There are command. So, but this session is only dedicated to studying one of the three, which is the past tense. Example is the word haraja, and this haraja is an example of a past tense verb. And how did we get to know that haraja is past tense? And we're just being introduced to the world of past tense or verbs today, and that's fi'lun, that's actions. We get to know that because there are patterns. We just look at the first letter, which is ha'un, having a fatha. The second letter, we are not keen about it as far as understanding whether a word is a verb or not, meaning whether it's an action word or not. So we're interested in the first and third letter. And originally, all verbs that are connected with past tense that suggest that an action has already been completed has origin from just 3 letters. And the rule is that the first letter will be fatha and the last letter will be fatha. This is the origin, the original form of a verb that suggests an action that has already been done, a done deal, a completed action. So, what's the meaning of haraja? Keep in view. We will learn that gradually. We are beginners. Let's even be able to spot past tense first. Is Samia. Samia here again, look, using the same pattern. The sin is having fatha, the middle letter we are not bothered, the third letter is having fatha. But something has happened. Haraja, the earlier one, the middle letter is having fatha, but this time it has changed to kasra. But that's not a problem. So as far as identification of a past tense fi'lun or an action that suggests that it has already been done in the past, that's in a time before now, is that the first letter must be fatha and the last letter must be fatha. So coming to the third example, which is kasura. And kasura, you can see that the same pattern is being maintained. And what is the pattern? The first letter is having fatha and the third or last letter is also having fatha. And how many words did we say? 3 words. Kafun, sinun, and ramun and ra'un. So that's what? 3 letters. So these 3 letters are the defining criteria to be able to spot what a fi'lun is. especially the past tense kind of fi'lun. And fi'lun are action words, so it means kasura is a word that suggests an action. What does it mean? It's not a problem, but we need to also quickly say something around verbs and how to identify verbs from ismun. Verbs actually are the ones that have a sukun in their ending, but we will study those kind of verbs and how to spot those. Again, verbs don't have any business to do with kasra as far as their ending is concerned. In the world of verb, in the world of fi'lun, nothing like a kasra in the end as far as beginners are concerned, and that's predominantly what is obtainable. So lastly, bringing all the three examples, kharaja, sami'a, and kasura, we will see that the first letters are all having fatha. The middle letter changes in kharaja from ra'un with a fatha to what? Mimun with a kasra, and to sinun with a damma. They are independent words that suggest what? An action has already taken place. And lastly, the third letter is also fatha. So first letter fatha, last letter fatha. Middle letter can be fatha, could be kasra, could be damma. That's how to spot what? And a verb in the past tense. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.